Hello, how are we today? Have I got the news for you? And it's all to do with that fantastic super popular game known as CSGO. Yep, sorry Capcom, it's time to bodge over because Valve has got some news and drama to talk about today, and it's all to do with their free CSGO accounts. So, about 3 years ago, CSGO opened itself up to free-to-play users. This came with a whole set of bells and whistles, and you got access to ranked and all sorts of fun things, and XP and all these different modes, and it was great. And much like all other free-to-play games, if you were on the fence or you just wanted to play it for a short while, you could download it and get all the experiences you wanted. Typically, in free-to-play fashion, CSGO has always been pretty microtransaction heavy, being one of the early predecessors to introduce the loot box system. And with the skin system being as popular as it is, I imagine the cash cow was big enough to open it up to free-to-play. One of the additional monetized options, though, was a prime mode. Now, much similar to other prime modes, this basically gave you some bells and whistles on top. So you got access to some weekly items, XP, and also to the prime ranked system. So when I say primed ranked system, I mean that prime people were only playing against other prime people in their own exclusive pool. This, however, wasn't locked away for the free-to-play users. If you played enough, eventually you would get access to that prime pool as well. This, according to Valve, however, hasn't been quite going so smoothly, introducing a quote-unquote bad actors to the system. The way they describe it is, unfortunately, over time, those benefits have become an incentive for bad actors to hurt the experience of both new and existing players. So I read that as two ways. The first is that there are smurfs coming in and just generally trolling people with their superior skills, and no doubt those with ill behaviors just getting banned and then recreating accounts and going into the game again. So to remedy this, Valve are taking away the ranked mode if you own a free-to-play account. You still get a whole load of all the base features, including access to community servers and the workshop maps, etc., but you no longer get XP, ranks, drops, or access to the skill groups. These are for those with that big shiny fat badge, Prime status. So if you are dreaming of getting free-to-play global elite, I'm sad to say that this will no longer be a vision of the future. Instead, you will just have to succumb and be happy with that of the unranked mode which is being introduced. So you'll still be able to do smurfing, you just won't be able to do it as effectively because you won't be able to guarantee that the skill group is as low as you want it to be. Personally, I think this is just going to slow down those who are determined to troll and just be ill-mannered. Personally, I don't think this is going to do much to actually deter people, considering that Prime is only $12. If you look at other games that have done this in similar sort of fashion, or just have an upfront paywall like Overwatch, you still see tons and tons of toxic behavior, which makes me wonder if there isn't a financial undercurrent to this decision because some sort of data wizard decided to have a look at the data and found out that a large majority of ranked players are actually using free-to-play accounts. I digress, however, this is all shadow theory at the moment and me just speculating. I do want to emphasize though that this has been demonstrated in the past to be not that effective, and there have been paywalls up front that have been much more chunkier and you still get huge amounts of toxicity. If companies want to reduce bad actors, then I think they need to take the right approach and develop new technologies that deal with this kind of behavior. In an attempt to record toxic behavior, Valorant actually records the in-game voice chat, specifically if there are reported incidences of toxic behavior. And given the progression in machine learning, I think this is a great idea, and hopefully we'll be able to have algorithms that just automatically filter and ban these types of individuals from games. But fear not, we're a long way before we have Skynet policing all our online games. For now, we still have to deal with the good old-fashioned reporting systems. But anyway, there you go, there's all Valve's dirty laundry for you to digest. And I'd be really interested to know what you think about it, especially from a view of a player with experience of toxic behavior, etc., or bad actors, as Valve put it. Anyway, everyone have a great day, I'll be back with more news, and I'll see you relatively soon.